Friday, end of the week, taco rally. It's been a minute since we recapped. Let's waste no time. Let's go. Right, Friday taco rally. Let's see if this push up made sense, if levels made sense. But first of all, I want to go over the weekly profiles here. Profiles or the trade plan I made on last Saturday. See if those levels made sense. A bit of a special week here because we basically closed last week here and we opened up with a gap down right on this bullish defend level, the level for the bulls to defend for upside. So we opened up on Monday right below it, and then we sold off towards those targets. Eventually unable to keep pushing through, buyer step in, we use those levels as support. We get back into this bullish defend level. This for me was a key sign that price wanted to get back into value. This value is from a composite from last month, basically from 4 weekly profiles combined. Once we started trading back into this level that I wanted to see hold for the bulls, I was anticipating moves towards the value area low. If we get back into the value area, I'm looking for a move towards the composite POC, the highest traded place of last month POC profile. We initially started chopping around here, unable to break through, but we're still holding that composite value area low. So things we're still looking good for the bulls as long as we especially keep trading inside of that composite. I was looking for a move back towards that composite POC, and if we would have been able to trade above, so these highs here, they left. If price were to trade back above this composite POC, use it as support, and we were not even trading above this, this draw on liquidity, or whenever price starts trading above these levels, these people that are short from this move, they're gonna get in trouble, and they want to probably start taking action, sell their position, and that moves price even higher. So yeah, today I was anticipating one for the longs, this composite value area low to hold, a trade towards that composite POC. If you break that composite POC and the bulls are still in play here, create a higher low or use it as support. The move towards that composite value area high is the next logical thing for me to do. Bear in mind, this is a very high time frame, so things don't happen like that in one candle. But that was the main idea here. Profile wise on the day, so obviously we see a bit of a choppy here, and it's a bit of a range. This was last session here, so the high, the value from that session, value low from that session, and the low. We opened up on the low side, just below the value area low. Upon open, we pushed down, unable to trade below one, the value area low from the overnight, and two, the prior range low. Buyer step back in, we trade back into value. So if you get acceptance back into value, the next logical move is a move towards that POC. If we then use that POC as support, the next one is going to be the value area high, and so on forth. So level by level. So prior value area high breaches, I'll use this support. Next one, prior range high. If that one breaks, yeah, and then here it was off to the races. So obviously we had also news upon open, so it was a very choppy first 15-20 minutes in my opinion. I got a little bit in trouble. I got a few break evens. Price came back to stop you out. Very frustrating. Yeah, I should have given it more room, but that's what it is. Let's go over the price action. Let's see, can I remove some levels here? So upon open, I was watching. So these zones, this value area high and value area low from the overnight POC, the extreme on the overnight, the low was a sweep level for me. So I wanted to see also from the top here, that sweep level. I wanted to see initially price hit one of those levels, then start trading. I started pushing buttons way earlier because price was like very bullish. Like buyers were like buying this shit up. Like every low that got swung, like the CVD was not even getting lower. So I was getting long here, but getting stopped out every time I want to break even. I was going long here too, right before the news. One candle comes back, stops here out. Very frustrating, but yeah, that's why you should wait before we trade news, or the position should be that good. But the conviction on the trade, in my opinion, was there for me, so the aggression was validated. So we had news 15 minutes, and then 30 minutes was on the breakout. So this was news and this was news. Let's see. And then obviously for me, this is the one of the high volume nodes on top of X's, outside of overnight value, which I use for continuation. Everything above this especially becomes very bullish. These levels usually get respected a lot to the downside and the upside. But on the 30 minutes, right, let me remove. So many levels. So just this session profile, from a session profile point of view, we had an open auction upon open. So the open is here, we drive up, we're unable to hold or bounce from that opening price. We trade below, we trade back above, we trade back below, above. So this is an open auction. This is something when you notice it, you should stay away and wait for a break of either side. Yeah, I just got a little bit too aggressive here, especially here, this one and this one. So this one I got stopped out, and this one I got stopped out by this wick. Very frustrating. I was looking for, I wanted to go long after we basically swept these levels here. That would have given me better entry instead of getting chopped up. But regardless, session profile. So market opens up out of value. So the higher probability is that we are potentially, there's the potential for rejection of value. So initially we trade in value, we lose value. We try to sell off towards the prior range low. We're unable to, as you can see on the CVD, like a lot of buying going on here. It's very bullish. This was a key sign for taking longs. This was why I was going long. I should have been less aggressive with the trail, and yeah, just give it more room. I just didn't want to be. I mean, if the news drops and I'm giving it too much room and just get wicked out, and yeah, I just don't want to do that. Anyway, regardless, so we open up, we trade towards value. We are unable to trade inside of value. We are unable to trade towards the lows. We are in a small range here. We break out to the upside. We get back into value. We get acceptance in value. We can see the absorption here on the low side of value. We trade towards that naked POC. Yeah, and to the other side of value. So we basically did a value rotation. We get back into value to the POC. If you break the POC, the next level is going to be that value area high. And then here, things really got interesting. Let's zoom in here. So whenever you start consolidating above a high volume node, super bullish. I mean, should be looked at as a bullish thing. But you can see it too on the CVD. So for example, what to look for. So you swing against that value area high. You create structure here. You basically create a higher low right here. Price pushes down and creates a new swing point. So what do you see here? You get a swing point. You get a lower low. So the price is agreeing here. You're creating a lower low on price action and on the CVD. Next time you do this, so you create a swing point, price pushes down, wicks below that swing, you see the absorption, and price is unable in the CVD to push below that low here, right? So this is super bullish. So I went long and I held on for it because price just ripped here. I was able to put like my stop easily in profit very quick, and then price just didn't came back for a long time. I just started trailing after this got broken, trail here. After this gets broken, start trailing here. And then, let me see what happened here. So I did hold on for a move towards, I can do it like this. The composite high of that session. So to recap back quickly, this is also the composite POC on the higher time frame. So there was a lot of confluence here, like high volume node wise, consolidating above this, all these bullish things I just talked about. This was the spot to go long from or to reject to the upside. But I was anticipating a move towards the same thing as I just talked about on the daily session. When you get back into value, I'm anticipating a value rotation. Initially, a move towards that composite POC. If we break and hold, a move towards that composite value area high. So that was my train of thought to hold on to that trade. Obviously, that was a very, very greedy trade. Let me see. Very, very greedy trade. Very greedy trade. That was $4,000 on one contract. Super greedy, but yeah, the market just allowed it to do it. So this pullback came in. I was still long. I put my stop below here because we can see this was the first pullback that we basically started failing a swing point. Still holding on to it, waiting for a bounce, waiting for absorption. So you see the absorption here. We see the bullish close above. I put my stop below. Price initially tried a few times to push through this wall, unable to, and then comes back and stops me out. So that was a great trade, even though I gave $1,000 back. But yeah, that's what it is. I wanted to give it room for that push up. Not a bad trade overall. And then the last one I took was a very quick trade. There's not really a level in the neighborhood, but just price action wise, you see everything is still bullish. We are basically flagging out here. We are losing this flag to the downside, but the CVD gave it away again. So for example, same thing as always. So for example, you see a swing point, I look at the CVD. We break that swing point, I'm looking at the CVD. Do we still show continuation? Is there still that pressure to the downside or not? So in this case, price was agreeing or the CVD is agreeing, so the move is real. So I'm waiting for price to get exhausted. Again, creates a swing point. Price moves down. It's starting to get exhausted, like there's barely trading outside of it. And then I was watching it in here. I just saw it's really tiny, but you can see the pressure, the exhaustion on the move. The price is that bullish. After this close, I saw price push back down. I saw the absorption. It got back up. I just went long after this, put my stop below. Again, very good risk to reward. And then I hold on to it. I traded on 2 accounts. One I got stopped out here, and one I put my stop below this before getting stopped out. Still, I was very bullish on the day, anticipating a move higher, but I don't want to be, it's Friday, I don't want to be in that move. Again, back to break even, it's just not a smart thing to do. Yeah. So overall, market's super bullish. The taco rally, the Trump effect. Trump always chickens out. The taco rally. So overall, I'll be looking for price to move towards that composite POC. Over the weekend, I will be creating a new plan, new weekly levels. It's not going to be a composite because we moved out of balance. So I'm going to be creating a plan from this session profile or weekly profile. It's going to be a little more obvious. Yeah, and yeah, that's that for that. It's been a minute. We're back. Hope everyone's green on the week. Everyone's good. And yeah, see you over the weekend.